Hey folks, and welcome to part 15 of Gurumin, a Monstrous Adventure. In the last part, we pretty much faced ourselves as we took on Shadow Perrin, and pretty much she was the fourth boss, so we had to take care of her. The last part was just full of like betrayal, and it was just weird. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out part 14 for you could get yourself caught up and then bring yourself back to this part. But anyway, yeah, right now in this part we're taking care of some past dungeons that we're going to, and what we have to do here is we have to light all the torches. It seems easy enough, but actually I was kind of messing up here in the first part because you have to hit them without knocking down the stands that they're on, and I was doing that for quite some time. So I was sitting here wondering, how the heck do I light these things without breaking them? So I decided to do this. And if this works for you, go for it, and if it doesn't, then just try a different method, and eventually you'll be able to light all the torches that are here. But yeah, I'm just going there to pretty much doing these ruins to open up some more stages so we can have our final confrontation. But before doing that, I want to go ahead and tackle these ruins slash dungeons, extra dungeons, out of the way before proceeding with that. Anyway, how are you folks doing today? I am doing a-okay. Some news came out because basically this is a place that we've already been before. It's just kind of reversed, so it's gonna be okay to go on a tangent when it comes to this anyway. But anyway, folks, just at the time of this recording, I hope you folks that are in North Carolina are doing a awesome recovery, because you folks was dealing with a hurricane. And I know all about hurricanes. I'm from Florida. We get them almost, well, I wouldn't say yearly, but we get them on a basis, and I am used to surviving the storms and stuff like that. So first of all, if you're watching and if you're from North Carolina, I hope you folks stay safe. I hope you stocked up on plenty of supplies. And even though, being without power sucks, you're gonna get through it eventually. So I hope you was just safe during the storm, had a place to hide or whatnot, and evacuated when you needed to. Now, me, when it comes to storms, I don't evacuate because I live in a small town, and usually these storms don't really have an impact, but we do have some, when it does hit, we get power outage and, stuff like that. But, I don't have to worry about being near a beach line or anything like that. So, yeah, we relatively stay safe, as far as, like, those kind of hazards. The only thing that we really have to watch by is like trees and stuff like that. But we barely stay, well, we have trees, but I don't think there's enough to make damage, and I better not say that because it's like I'm jinxing myself. But anyway, I hope you folks stay safe, during the storm and whatnot. And it seems things seem bad right now, but it'll get better eventually. I was actually surprised when I heard a hurricane was coming towards the North Carolina, South Carolina area, because they don't usually get those kind of things, or at least I don't think they do. But I was kind of surprised when I heard that on the news. But you know what, things happen, and that's all I gotta say. But anyway, dealing with these monsters and whatnot, we've been through this dungeon before. It's nothing new, folks. It's really not. So, to go back on my tangents, anyway, some new Smash Bros. Information. Folks, I like talking about Smash Bros. And stuff like that. A unexpected character's been announced, which was, is it Isabella from Animal Crossing? A game that I think I discussed on my Sonic 3 complete playthrough, which I don't know if it'll be up by the time this part is up. It probably will be, but if it's not, that surprise, that's the next playthrough that I'm doing. But yeah, the Sonic 3 complete playthrough, I think I talked about Animal Crossing, and I think I did talk about Isabella being in Smash Bros. I don't remember, but if I didn't, then yeah, surprise. Don't know how I feel about that. I haven't played an Animal Crossing game. I don't know if I would get into Animal Crossing. I would like to try it though, you know, just to see what I'm missing. And I seen gameplay on it, so I'm not completely oblivious to what Animal Crossing is. You know, I don't know how far it debuts. Do it debut on the Nintendo GameCube? I think so. Actually, that seems like a game the co-host with the most would play, because he likes farming simulators. Yeah, he keeps going on how he's gonna get the farming simulation. They have a farming simulation game out there, and they have a goat simulator, and they have a construction simulator. They have so many simulators going by year too. So yeah, and I don't know if he's joking with me when he says he want to get. I honestly believe he wants to get those games. So hintity hint hint. Anyway, yeah, like I said, it's like Harvest Moon. He played Harvest Moon before. I think he played about. Man, he played a good percentage of Harvest Moons. He claims that they're relaxing to him. We all have our own relaxing games that we play that we don't have to worry about as far as like being stressful and stuff like that. So hey, if he likes Harvest Moon, more power to him. I don't know if I could play that myself. Though I do have a relaxing game that I like to play when I just want to chill and think about stuff, which is actually Bejeweled. I don't know if you folks ever played Bejeweled before, but man, when I want to chill out and just listen to some music and play Bejeweled, man, I'm in such a relaxed state at that point, man. Like whatever problems that was bothering me that day just kind of melts away when I'm playing something like that. And I actually might play a round or two for the channel. I know on Sonic Paradox, I think that's what it's called. A dude called Donnie, I don't know if you folks are familiar with him. If you follow Son Call Me Johnny, you will be. He plays Bejeweled on his channel. You know, I don't know what the latest episode on. And he also plays the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2, which, you know, I really haven't dived into myself when it comes to that. But yeah, he has so many episodes of the Chow Garden, it's insane, and more props to him. Like I said, if it's relaxing to you and you like to do it, just go ahead and do it. But anyway, at the time of this recording, I just saw something interesting on my timeline when I was checking through my Twitter feed and stuff like that. I saw the Sony Classic. Sony just announced the Sony Classic. That's gonna come with, I guess, 20 of its top rating games and whatnot. No, oh, by the way, never miss up a chance to pick up the piggy bank, because you're gonna get a ton of money when doing so. So don't forget that. But yeah, he had a symbol on his head. I don't know if you noticed that, but the fire. You see where it had the fire and it had the scribble mark. So yeah, I think I'm well equipped for this guy. But anyway, yeah, I saw the Sony Classic, and it's 20% smaller than the original Sony. And my history with Sony is fantastic, actually. I remember getting the PlayStation 1 on its launch, the launch year. And then the crazy story is, I haven't told you folks this before, but my mom, she's just such a fantastic lady. Back then, you know, my Sony PlayStation broke, and you know, so in like maybe like that same week she got me another one, and oh man, I was just such a, oh man, my mom spoiled me back then, and I just love her all the more for that. But anyway, yeah, the Sony Classic comes with like 20 preloaded of the best, I guess the best of the best. So, you know, that includes Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 3, because that was the classic. I saw a tweet from Johnny saying that, yeah, he's not really looking forward to the Sony Classic because he has his PlayStation 3 to do that for him, which I agree with him. But it's like, I don't have my original PlayStation anymore. I don't even know where it is. So the only reason I would get that, I see you hiding behind there, you're not that slick, dude. The only reason that I would get a Sony Classic is for novelty stakes, just like I have my my SNES Classic, even though I don't really play it, but I have my SNES Classic. I keep it in the box, and you know, if I feel like playing it, I'll go ahead and play it, and it's just for novelty sakes. it's just something to have. I really wonder what happened to my PlayStation. I really don't know. My brothers probably have it hidden somewhere. They have my N64 too, so I need to get that back from them if I can. I have to see about that because they might be stingy on that, returning that to me. But anyway, got the bookshelf, and the Serpent Road is clear from the Radish Woods. It's been a long time since we heard or been to this place, but you know what, it's all good in the hood. We have to clear these areas right here. Oh, the reason why you see Master above some of the areas is because I have 100% everything in that level, gotten all the enemies and gotten all the jars and stuff. So whenever you see me cross that path, then you know that I 100% complete that level. So right now I am returning Paco his bookshelf on here. So he's saying stuff about dancing, but you know, that's always his thing anyway. But yeah, I'm just returning his bookshelf to him so he can have something to read. And now he's gonna go ahead and open up some more areas for us so we can go ahead and complete them. So yeah, the PlayStation Classic completely took me by surprise. I didn't know that, you know, that was happening. But anyway, is the PlayStation 2 theme available for the PS4 yet? I have no idea. If it is, I gotta jump on that because the PlayStation 4 was also one of the, I think it was one of the best selling consoles of all time. My PlayStation 2, oh man, my PlayStation 2, rest in peace. I don't know what's wrong with it. I have to take it apart and clean it, but my PlayStation 2 does not read this anymore. It is pretty old, so rest in peace, good buddy. I had some good times with you, and that's why I really haven't been playing that many PlayStation games as far as when it comes to this channel. But you know what? The co-host with the most let me hold his PlayStation 2, so I'll be getting back into that. But now we're talking to another Sentry, and we have another puzzle to do. So he's asking, when did you get here? And parents asking, you know, just open the door, and he's asking the way, you know, he wants to be entertained. So what we have to do is pretty much, it was confusing at first, but what we have to do is essentially just go to the dock, and when you go to the dock, he'll give you an item that brings your friend with you. Like, you'll be able to teleport your friend with you, and that item becomes essential, like in boss fights. If you want to, you know, create a cheat or, you know, just fight the boss, you'll be able to do that. So basically what I was trying to do is I was trying to talk to Paco and see if I can get some information on, with him about that, but Paco really didn't provide anybody, so I'm really going to be talking to all my friends to see if I could get some information on what to do in order to do that, and they wasn't giving me the information that I needed in order to proceed. So what I'm doing now is pretty much just giving Rocco an item that this is completely optional. It has nothing to do with the story at all. It's just like a curse. It's a curse. The thing is cursed, what he has on his head. So in order for you to get this curse off, you can't move, like you can't go anywhere until you get this off him, the pyramid head. So if you try to leave, then, you know, parents gonna say, you know, man, I should help him, you know, I can't leave him like that or whatnot. Because she did the same thing with who was it before? I think it was who was it before? I'm trying to think. But it was one of our friends before that we tried to parry. There we go. And he had the same situation, so we can't do anything until we pretty much remove this from there. So one thing you can do is just drill into Rocco. And when you drill into Rocco, it'll get that off of his head. So he's wondering where he is now, and now he's back to himself, so now I can move on. So what you get from that, all we're doing that is an illustration, But you know what, that's not really important, at least not to me. It's not important. So you know, if you want to collect the illustrations within this game, be my guest. But as far as I'm concerned, those things are unimportant to me. So let's go ahead and go back to the map. We're leaving from Monster Village. As you can see, I was kind of stuck, but yeah, go back here to the dock after you talk to that sentry about being entertained. You go here, you talk to him, and he'll be able to help you out with solving um, that little puzzle that you couldn't solve before. So his latest creation is an urn. So you're gonna use that. Yeah, he's talking about it now. So use the urn to pretty much summon a monster, or put one of your friends in there. It'll suck up their unique energy, put them in there, and you'll be able to entertain the sentry that way. So it's essential that you come here. But anyway, folks, yeah, this whole pretty much talk about the PlayStation and, you know, what the PlayStation was like and stuff like that. It was just a little something to help pass the time, and I hope that you folks have enjoyed. I like going on tangents every now and then, but it's good to stick to the main gameplay. But this is stuff that we've always been through. You can use it in a dungeon, and that monster will help you out. You use the urn in front of a friendly monster to absorb some of their energy. So we're gonna need this. So you're gonna need this so you can get past that part. So yeah, and with that you'll be able to get past that sentry. But I've kind of always said that before. I try dodging the lasers to see if I can get a kind of item out of it, but I haven't. But anyway, folks, this is gonna do it for part 15 of Gurumin's Monstrous Adventure. So I hope you join me in the next part.